All right. Well, in that case, maybe I should just open it like that.
That's the beginning of the podcast, folks. Welcome.
Well, I was
Welcome
gonna
to
start it
episode
like,
25.
welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 25. It's like my crappy Southern accent. This is terrible.
Whatever, man.
It don't matter.
Whatever.
Anyways, everyone, welcome back to episode 25, the Hunger Games Quarter Quell of the Waves on the Shore podcast.
Bro, I haven't read Hunger Games since like 4th grade. So like
We read it in
this
grade
reference.
8, so it's
wow.
recent.
I was hardcore in 4th grade. I was reading about kids killing each other. Like, I was like, oh, this is some good stuff, man. Oh god. Oh.
Ooh, new idea for
Katniss, she's a
recess.
savage.
Um,
For recess. All right.
Anywho, we are back. We had a minor hiatus, not really. I mean,
Evan was busy.
yeah, Evan was busy, but we're back. We're getting in the swing of things now. I have no more homework. Like, my school year is not done, but it's done. And quickly, I'll explain a little mini Canada rant. I'll bring one of these back, right? Because the way we do school sucks. And so I learned recently that apparently in the U.S., you guys, the seniors, get out a week early. Or in some places.
I think that's true for some places, but
At least
with
also
with my high school and the schools around where I live, everybody gets out at the same time.
But when you graduate, when's your graduation?
For me, because it is different all across the U.S., but it's roughly the same. Like everything kind of works the same. It's kind of like with Canada, but for me, if I remember correctly, our school year ended when I was a senior. It ended like around like May 25th probably, and then our graduation wasn't until like 3 weeks later. It was like June 11th or something.
Okay, so here's
I
how
didn't
it
even
works
go to
in-
my graduation because COVID was happening, and
True.
they wouldn't even let me bring any like guests for the ceremony. So I was like, I'm not gonna go then.
Yeah,
so I didn't
but that
go.
makes a little more sense. Anyways, here in Canada, we are still in school, right? Our school year is not technically done. However, graduation for me was like almost 2 weeks ago now. So you graduate, then you have this awkward 2.5 weeks. Because when you graduate, you don't actually get your diploma. You get a piece of paper that tells you where to get your diploma and when. And then, not only that, but the teacher's marks had to be submitted by tonight. So, these last 2 days...
Grades had to. Is that your grade?
Yeah, your
Teacher's
grades,
marks?
your grades.
Sound like you go to Hogwarts.
Shut up. I might as well. But their grades were due before the school year actually ended. So at least these last 2 days, they're physically unable to assign work, or at least it can't be marked. But even then, no teacher is going to assign a project or anything
worth
on the
anything.
Monday or Tuesday because they don't have time to mark
yeah.
it or grade it.
Sure.
So this whole last week has been nothing. Nothing. You want to, like, I feel like I'm getting too close to my mic. I feel like I'm clipping it. But my day today was actually
So you've still been going to school, but you're not doing anything.
You're not doing anything. And so, like, I mean, tomorrow I'm just going out for lunch with my friends. Today, I did not go to school because I was like, man, what's the point? There's no point.
What's the point of it all?
What I did, I had a lovely, I'm definitely getting too close to my mic. I had a lovely day. Here's how it went. So I got up and I was like, oh, I'm going to go to school. And then on my way to school, I was like, and whoopsie-doo, I wound up at Tim Hortons, right? Well, I might as well get breakfast while I'm at Tim Hortons.
Oh no, how'd
right?
that happen?
Oh, whoopsie daisy, right? Yeah. And so I've got back into journaling, okay? I'm starting to journal again because I think it's really cool and I want to like look back on it. So I was like, I'll just journal at Tim's for a bit. So I got to Tim's at 7:45 8, 7:45 a.m. I journaled at Tim's until 1:55 p.m. Your boy camped out at Tim's for over 6 hours today. And I can only imagine what the employees were thinking. Like, I was watching employees come and go, and I'm still journaling. And I'm like, but it's 35 degrees out, which I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit.
Sorry, you said that, and I'm thinking, dang. But then I remembered. Celsius.
Like 35 degrees is like my computer, instead of showing me the temperature, just says like warning. So
okay.
35 degrees is hot.
It's been really hot up. Like I'm currently far from you, but we actually don't live that far away from each other normally.
No.
And I know because I was in Illinois all of last week, and that's not Illinois. I was in Ohio. Oh my gosh, I'm too tired. But it was like the real feel. I think it said it was like 95, but like the actual feel was like 106 for like 5 days in a row. I don't know how hot it was up around where you. It's probably like, I don't know. if 35 degrees Celsius is hot, then we'll call it that.
Well, here's the problem, right? The problem with where I am is the heat, right? We get very hot. It's the humidity that will kill you.
Yeah.
Like, the humidity with the water is so bad. Like,
do you want to know the humidity right now in Florida?
Oh, it's probably crazy in Florida.
74%. And the average temp. It was actually funny while I was gone in Ohio, right before I went to Florida. It was like 106 degrees the whole week. And while I was in Florida, it was a little bit like it was actually less hot than it was in Ohio, which is like, what the crap. And then I went down to Florida, and it got cooler in Ohio and Indiana, and it got hotter in Florida. So I've just been in like 106 degree temperatures for like the past 2 weeks, which sucks. But at least I'm at the beach, so there's that.
Yeah, we have the beach. I just haven't used it yet, so
it's not the same.
No, it's not. It's not a Florida beach. But
you're not on an island.
No,
just gotta flex a little bit.
No, technically we're all on an island. Ooh, right? Yeah. Sorry.
That was.
Anyways, that's enough
right.
Talking about weather and humidity and temperature and water. Let's talk about music. We have some music to talk about. There is some talking we are going to do about music, and the first music we are going to talk.
Bro,
the
this
first
episode.
All right, we're gonna get some structure going. All right, so first up, we are going to talk about the new Brett Eldredge album, "Songs About You." It just came out this past Friday. It is the album I have been looking forward to the most over the last 2 years. I was so fascinated of how is he gonna follow up. How is he gonna follow up Sunday Drive? How's that gonna look? And we finally know what that looks like in the form of Songs About You. There's quite a few pre-releases for this one. I think 5 or 6, so pretty much half of it. So we kind of got a pretty good idea of what we were.
I think there were
into.
5.
We had a pretty good idea, but I was still really surprised when the whole album came out. But I'm interested. What are you thinking? Or like, what was your thought the first time through?
So my first thought was, "Can't Keep Up" shouldn't be the opener. "Songs About You" should be the opener. that was my first thought. But I really like this album. I should have listened to it again earlier today, but if I'm being honest, I completely forgot we were recording until like I was texting you, and like I was like, oh yeah, we're recording, and then I would forget, and then like we would text again, and then I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm recording, and then I would forget, and so it's been like 2 days since I've listened to this album, probably more than that actually. But I've listened to it like 3 or 4 times at this point.
That's more than me. I've got through it like 2.5 times, I think. 3.
Okay, I'd probably say 3 is probably more right for me. But no, I think it's really good. One of the best ones of this year, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Not the best. I think I've heard better. Shout out to Jessica Willis Fisher. She's got my album of the year so far. But anyway, I don't know. It's this. I love that Brett is kind of. It feels like he's doing what he wants to do.
Very much so.
And I really like that because I think I've said something like this before, but like if you had told me 2 years ago, which is about when I think that's when Sunday Drive came out in 2020, summer of 2020.
Pretty much exactly 2 years to the day.
Okay.
Or no,
so
it was like
a little
July
bit
10th, I think.
Okay, so yeah, about 2 years ago, if you told me that I would be a Brett Eldredge fan, I would have been like, "Nah, bro, you on that good stuff? Like, you need to stop." And but no, it's like, it's hard for me to describe, but I really like what he's doing. That being said, I do think that this album is like just slightly maybe not as good as Sunday Drive. Like, I feel like there was a lot of just the sad boy in me loves those personal, heartfelt moments, and we got with the title track of Sunday Drive, we got Sunday Drive, we got Paris, Illinois, and we got like Then You Do, and some other like just really, they felt more personal, even if they weren't necessarily about him. They were just stories, but they felt really real.
Yeah,
something you can relate to maybe. This one feels, I don't know. I felt like we were getting, I don't know. I feel like we got Sunday Drive, but we got like, it's like a little bit less. As good, if maybe, I love this album actually, but it's, maybe I need to listen to it more. I just think it's not on the same level for me right now.
I just
I know I said a
started
lot of words there.
writing my review. It's going up a little later than I want. Obviously I'm finally breaking my like 25-day not uploading thing. But we don't talk about that. But I think Sunday Drive and Songs About You are so different yet so alike at the same time.
Yeah.
And I think I'd say my main like criticism of Songs About You, I love the music, right? And I don't necessarily have complaints with the songwriting. All the different styles he goes for, he does really well. Like with Can't Keep Up, with the more jazzy, like almost like a jazz bar kind of thing. It's like, holy heck, that's good. Then you got songs like Hideaway, which are these really acoustic modes. Like, holy crap, that's really good. And you've got Want That Back, which is this big, like dramatic singer-songwriter's anthem. That's kind of like one of those, it feels like a summer anthem. And it's like, I love each and every individual piece, but all together, I think it can be a little scattered.
Yeah.
I think it's a little lacking in direction. I also think, like, the idea Songs About You, I get it, and these are pretty much all songs about a girl.
Yeah.
Specifically, but they're so,
that is one thing
there's
I
not
noticed.
really much to follow. You're kind of just bouncing around. It feels more like a compilation of Brett just trying his hand at different things, which is great because in pretty much every case, what he tried worked really well. It's just for an album, when I'm listening right through, how are you going to go from Songs About You to I Feel Fine? And not only that, how are those going to be like the second and third songs, first and second really? Because
even
Can't Keep Up, right? I really like that song, but it's not like there's, and I like it as an opener. I think it sets the tone, it sets the mood really well. It's just, it's not like the same structure as a normal song. So Songs About You and I Feel Fine feel like the first two true songs, and you're just going from right field to left field right away. And then it's just, it's very like, I'm listening through it, it's kind of awkward to go like that. Like, I mean, I listened to like Ernest's album from earlier this year, and it's like, it's not that he had some elaborate like drawing board where each song is intertwined, but the way he ordered it, everything just seems to flow a lot more naturally. Whereas I feel like that's my main complaint on the Brett Eldredge album, is not only is the music itself very diverse and it changes very quickly, but I think lyrically, content-wise, it feels a little like thrown together. Like he had a bunch of good songs, but he didn't think too much about how he was gonna place them. I don't know if that makes sense.
I know I feel the same way. I think a lot of people do, from what I've seen on Discord. and online and stuff. But I think when I started what I was saying earlier about I think songs about you should be the opener. I still feel that way. Like I enjoy Can't Keep Up. It's not a bad song, but so many of these songs just feel so different from each other. Like
they all feel so individual.
Sometimes I think some of the I think there's maybe like these two different vibes. Like I feel like maybe Can't Keep Up and maybe I Feel Fine and maybe Where Do I Sign maybe could like be on a different album. And then you also have Hideaway, which is the super acoustic thing. But then there's songs about you, and then What Else You Got and like Want That Back and Holy Water, all kind of a similar vibe.
I think when I heard Holy Water and Want That Back, I thought I knew where this album was going. Singles, I was like, all right, I see the direction we're headed. I like this. It felt like a really natural progression from Sunday Drive. They felt very personal. I was like, okay, I like where this is headed. And it's not that I don't like where we ended up. It's just like we ended up in a lot of places. We didn't necessarily end up in one place. So
yeah. But that being said, I still don't like Can't Keep Up as the opener. I could see it being an opener on a different album, but maybe I don't like it because I feel like it doesn't set the mood correctly. But at the same time, like what
mood would you set?
But I feel like we're being a little. This is still really good because these songs are pretty good.
That's the thing. That's when you take a step back and really break it down. But like I said, the songs individually themselves, I really like pretty much every one. Yeah. Like, Get Out of My House is.
I really like that one.
So groovy. That song gets stuck in my head.
I really like that one.
I still go back to Want That Back quite a bit.
I really like that one too.
Wait Up For Me, I think could have been better, but I still really like it. I think it could have gone bigger near the end. I think it could have grown to a better climax, but I still really like what it did. Songs About You is just a freaking jam.
I love Songs About You.
I listen
Songs
to that
About
song
You might be my favorite. It's one of my favorites. I know for a fact that Can't Keep Up is my least favorite. That's not to say that it's bad, but I don't know. I think Songs About You should be the opener. Maybe that's just because I like it more, like significantly, but I think it's just so fun, and I don't know. Can't Keep Up, I don't know, because he talks about like, raising hell, and I feel like I always get awkward. Brett Eldredge doesn't feel like a guy who would raise hell.
Brett Eldredge is a guy who talks to you.
Wine. He's a guy that talks to you about reading Matthew McConaughey's new book, and he's doing it in front of his lit fireplace, and he's got his like loafers on, you know, and he's got like striped pajamas. Like he's not like, and I know he fishes and does some other stuff, but he's not a redneck in the same way that Randy Houser is a redneck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he goes for hikes, but yeah, look, Brett, you go for a hike. You go for hikes in your little like Keen, and you got your like socks pulled up, and you're with your mom and dad. Like you're not brave in the wilderness. I don't know. I love Brett. I'm not trying to put him on blast.
This is incredible.
But I don't buy into maybe that's what it is. I don't buy into Brett's Can't Keep Up. Like, get that out of here, Brett. Get that out of here. That's fake.
I understand what you mean. It's just I didn't know someone could explain that so perfectly.
Yeah. That's not you, Brett. I don't think that's you.
I might even agree with you in saying that Can't Keep Up is the worst song, but
I don't think it's
only
bad.
because like it feels almost like waiting music, like you're waiting for the album to start. It feels like
okay. So when I
almost
pressed play on this album when it came out, I was mega disappointed when I heard that. I was just kind of like, I looked at the track list and I was like, okay, Songs For You is not the opener. Let's see what the opener sounds like. And then I heard it and I was like, this isn't as good. It's like
I heard
it's not
it.
bad.
I Can't Keep Up and I was like, hey, okay, let's see where this goes.
I feel like maybe I'm being too hard on it. I enjoyed it, but at the same time, I was
it's not what you were looking for.
Yeah, I was like, but what if Songs for You was the opener, and what if Can't Keep Up was just like maybe not on this album? I think it maybe makes it a little bit tighter. Like,
I mean,
but then
yeah,
again,
you have a fair point.
but then again, the album is still a pretty big mess. So
37 minutes. It's not.
what does
that
that even
long.
do for it? I don't know. I just don't. I don't know why.
It's
I
a
don't really like
fantastic
it.
collection of songs,
Yeah.
but
Hideaway. Every time I keep thinking, yeah, Hideaway's all right, but every time I listen to it, I'm listening to it right now. Just every time I hear Hideaway, I'm like, that gum, freaking Brett Eldredge can sing. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me that man.
Hideaway might grow to be my favorite. I really like that song.
It might be. I don't know, but I'm also a sucker for like, on Sunday Drive and on Songs About You, his closers, Paris, Illinois, and Where the
Oh.
Light Meets the Sea.
Where the
So
light
good.
meets the sea, so pretty.
So
He
good.
really knows how to close out an album. Yeah, it's a fantastic collection of songs just put up against Sunday Drive. I think Sunday Drive is a better project.
Yeah. It feels more. Yeah.
Cohesive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. 9 out of 10.
Oh, that's high.
I
Alright.
was just throwing it. It's not a. I shouldn't have said that.
So Jaron
Uh,
gives "Songs About You" by Brett Eldredge a 12 out of 10. Very
t-
impressive.
1 million out of 10. No, I don't know. Now that I threw a number out there, I feel like I need to. I don't know.
I'm not
I'd
throwing
probably
a number
give-
out there yet
I'd prob-
because I
I'd
don't
probably
fully
give.
know.
Here, wait. I'll just do it right now. I don't care. Y'all can. My opinion will change. I can guarantee that. But this is actually okay. I'd probably say Sunday Drive's like 9.5. So I'll give this one like an 8. 8, maybe an 8.5. Maybe.
Okay.
Because I do really like a lot of these songs. It just loses me because they're so different. But anyway, let's do what's the next
Anywho,
thing?
Another big artist who has an album coming out in just a few days now. By the time
Yeah,
this
frickin-
podcast goes up, that album will be out. It is Luke Combs. He put out the final teaser before his album Growing Up comes out. It is the kind of love we make. He has performed it acoustic a few times, so we kind of knew the song we were getting. We weren't sure how it was going to be presented, but now the full song is out. You can listen to it, full studio version. I'm just going to come out and say I think this is my favorite of the three.
It's not mine.
I really like this song. It feels for me, it feels a little more unique. Whereas, like, as much as I love Tomorrow Me and Doing This, they feel like they're very good Luke Combs songs. I feel like the kind of love we make starts pushing a little bit. It starts having a little bit more edge. The lyrics are a little bit more suggestive. The guitars are a little like everything
Evan's
feels
all about those suggestive lyrics, dog.
Oh, no. But like everything about this song just feels like it's pushing a little more out of like home base, just a bit, and I like it. I love the use of the guitars on here. I think it's a really cool arrangement. I think the hook is catchy as anything, and it really like something about his delivery on this song. It is that Luke Combs big belting delivery, but it doesn't feel, it still feels like romantic. It doesn't feel like aggressive or like too much for what the song is about. It just works. I really like this song. I'm very excited for this album, but how do you feel?
I like Doing This and Tomorrow Me more. It's still good. It's not bad. When I listened to it, somebody, I don't remember. I think somebody was like, "Oh, hey, by the way, Luke, I haven't been on Instagram. I have it uninstalled from my phone right now, so I've been relying on other people to remind me of like smaller single releases and stuff like that." But when I listened to it, I've only listened to it once. I had a good time. I don't know. When I hear Doing This and Tomorrow Me, I don't know. I just like them more. I'm not really sure why. I didn't dislike this song. I think it's solid. I don't even think I
there.
like the other ones that much more than this one. I just don't feel passionately about really any of them necessarily. I want Bluegrass Luke. That's what I feel passionately about. Give me that. Give me Billy Strings and Luke Combs. Give me an album where they just
can
do
make their
songs
own
together.
like country Silk Sonic where they just
Yeah,
come
yeah.
together.
I don't like that. By the way, I don't know if I told you, but I bought that album on CD, Silk Sonic.
I
while
almost
ago.
did too.
A
I
while
almost
ago.
did.
I bought it back when I was still in Illinois. I think it was like 3 or 4 months ago now. Haven't listened to it yet.
Have you never heard the album?
No.
Bro, it's so good. In fact, the other day, bro, I remember when that album came out, right? And I was like, man, wouldn't it be great if like Silk Sonic was playing at work? And I could just listen to Silk Sonic at work. And my favorite song from that album is Put on a Smile. But it's it was like my Grady Smith moment, where of course my favorite song, easily the worst performing, right? They never performed it for any of their award shows or anything like that. It never got the promotion. It just didn't connect because it's not like a hype song or it's not like sexy or anything. It's a sad song. But it was always my favorite. And the other day, I walked into work. I got called in early, and I was not in the mood, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to go in early because I want the managers to like me. I went in early. I walked in right as I heard Bootsy Collins' voice go, "Oh, looky here, fellas. Ain't no shame banging in the rain. Tell her how you really feel." And I was just like... I ran back. I sped walked back. I threw that Marshall's apron on. I walked back out.
And Evan said, "Let's get to work, boys."
No, but literally, right? One of the, like, not managers. There's like 3 tiers at my work. There's manager, coordinator, employee. I'm just an employee, right? And I just went out to one of my coordinators. She was like putting like pots and pans away, and I just like slid, and I was like, "Trying to put on a smile," right? I just started belting it out. She was laughing. I was in a great mood. I was just like sliding around the store for 4 minutes.
Wow.
I've never been so happy to work for 4 minutes, and then it went back to the awful mom, like, weird garage band pop dance music with like cheesily uplifting lyrics, and I was like, and the songs that I've heard a million times because our playlist is like 4 hours long, which sounds really long, but like
it's not long when
it's
you
not
work an 8-hour
not long
shift
when
or
you
something
work
like
there.
that.
And I was just like, oh, good, we're back to this. But whoever added that to the TJX playlist, thank you. I appreciate that one. That was big, especially since the other Anderson .Paak song that was on the playlist I've not heard in a while. I think I got taken out of the rotation. "Make It Better" by Anderson .Paak. Also, Whatever It Is by the Zac Brown Band was on for a little bit. For a few months it was playing. I was like, okay. So
There you go.
I'd love to know how...
Who makes those playlists? Do you know?
I don't know, because they clearly have a little bit of taste. But then what happens to the rest of the songs? Like, how did we end up with this?
Hey, yo, Stacy, why are you drunk at the wheel when you're making this playlist? What are you doing?
It's just like, if you know Put on a Smile...
I'm calling it right now.
Whatever it
is.
is.
Stacy.
What are you putting on? Sorry, what'd you say?
I said I'm calling it right now. Your manager's name is Stacy.
Oh, no, I don't have a manager. Maybe higher up, but not my managers.
Okay.
It's just like, if you know Put on a Smile exists, if you know Whatever It Is, if you know Make It Better, you know good music exists. So what's up with the other...
You've heard it. You've put it in a playlist.
You've got a taste of what good
know.
music is. So what's the other, like, 3 hours and 50 minutes of music on this playlist? What's going on? I don't get it. Anyways, that's my rant about music at work. Luke Combs' song, I clearly like it more than Jaron. I'm really excited for this album. Jaron hates Luke Combs. He is not excited for this album whatsoever.
Luke had a baby on Father's Day.
True, that is true.
That's pretty cool. Congrats.
Congratulations, Daddy Luke.
Cool guy.
Luke
named
is
him
your
Tex.
father. What was that?
He named him Tex.
That's kind of cool. I didn't see the name. I just saw the picture.
Tex something Combs. I don't remember what the middle name was.
Hair.
Tex hair. I hate you. Bro, my brain was like, my first thought was, what does hair have to do with Texas? I'm like, I didn't connect it to the last name, and so I was just like, what? Evan, are you stupid? Whatever.
Anywho, we're now going to transition into a segment I'm very excited for, as always. But like,
I am too.
I'm particularly excited because it's What Are We Listening To? In case you couldn't put the dots together, everyone's favorite. I'm gonna be honest, right? Sometimes the podcast is coming up, and I'm like, I don't have an album or like something to bring, so I'm just like, what's something I've been listening to lately? Sure, good enough. Like, I'll talk about it, whatever. But there's a couple albums over the next few weeks that I'll be bringing that, like, I've genuinely been like, I'm not looking for new music. I've just found it. And it's like, these albums I've been loving. I'm excited to talk about them. But who wants to go first?
I want to go first.
All right, floor is yours.
I have two things. One is a single, or I guess maybe whatever. Or is it a single? Anyway, Riley Green recently released 2 songs.
Now, we need to talk about this. What is that called? Is it a double?
When you release 2
Because it always says, like, single. But it's not a single, dog. There's 2. Or 3. I've seen 3 before. So what is it? Like, oh, baby, a triple? What is it?
Your face when you said double. I don't know what
I don't even know what I did.
You said, is it a double? I don't know. It was funny. But yeah, whatever. We'll call it a double. But he released one of those songs in particular, Miles on Main. I really like that one. I've been vibing to it in the shower on occasion since it came out. And the first time I heard it, I was like, I think it starts with some mandolin.
Yeah.
And it's real acoustic. Like, it feels really, I don't know, it just feels real light. And then you get the fiddle all throughout it, and it's just like, man, freaking Riley Green can make some new music. And I know I know Evan.
Same thing.
I know Evan is a Riley Green hater, so I can't imagine he would like this music.
I didn't like Riley's album Behind the Bar, but I still really like his debut. And I was on like a Riley Green tear like 2 weeks ago where I was just listening to that Different Round Here album a lot. But
yeah.
No, and like honestly, the 2 new ones, what's Miles on Main and
there's something about
Wild
like
Woman.
a lady, Wild Woman, that's what
I believe it's Wild Woman.
It is, yeah. That's right.
I like those 2, and like that's got me like, if this is leading into something, I like this is a good first step. I'm down with this.
I think he should also put Where Corn Don't Grow on an album.
Yes, that cover is
that
so
song. When
killer.
that came out, I listened to it nonstop.
Oh,
I really like it.
I was just listening to it the other day as well. I love that cover a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah,
you said you
anyway,
had another one.
My other thing, and I have to give credit where credit is due. I did not discover this on my own. This was recommended to me about, oh crap. What day was it? I think it was 2 days ago. This is a person that I didn't hear about until 2 days ago. Her name is Reagan Stewart. Reagan? I said Reagan. What am I, a freaking Canadian mispronouncing stuff? Reagan Stewart.
Reagan. I would genuinely say Reagan.
Anyway, she had an EP. I think it's listed as an album, but this is 6 songs. It's an EP. Don't tell me it's not. Well, actually, no. It says it's an album, but then I'm looking at it. I don't even know. Spotify can't make up its mind. Right here, it says it's an EP. Anyway,
how do you spell Reagan?
There's different spellings for it, but this one is Regan.
Oh, okay. I was like, I can't find her.
Yeah.
Got her.
That's a pretty not. I think normally it's like REA. Yeah, it's just the REP. And let me tell you, bro. Oh wait, real quick before I get carried away, I have to shout out Hannah. Hannah the goat. she recommended this EP to me.
Bro,
and
Hannah's just got us set, bro.
No, she literally. So look, bro. She was like, Jaron, this album has all like the perfect. Actually, so she didn't say this. This is me putting words in her mouth because this is how I feel about it. But what did I say? I was talking to some other people about this album because after I heard it the first time, I was like, I gotta tell people about this. And I think I called it "Sassy, Hot White Girl Country Music."
You're on a roll with the descriptions today.
But that's what it is, bro. Like this. Like, are you kidding me? Okay, and it starts off so 6 tracks, none of them are bad. And this is one of the best things I've heard in the past year, probably. It's up there with Jessica Willis Fisher's album. What else was good? The Hayley Whitters album. It's up there. It's up there. And for a 6-song EP, this is really strong. Like, really strong. Like, you need to listen to this. And
I have it
the first
downloaded.
track, Drop Dead Gorgeous. Oh my gosh, the twang and like and like the sassy, like the sass levels are like off the charts, and it's just so good. I don't even like the writing is good. The instrumentation, I was surprised when, I'm not gonna lie, so when Hannah recommended it to me, I saw the cover and I was like, I don't know about this. I don't know who this chick is. She looks like some wannabe. Like, I've seen smaller artists that like I think I don't want to. Whatever. The first one that came to mind was like Mitch Rossell. You remember him?
Yeah.
I've listened to some of his other stuff, and it's just kind of like, okay, it seems a little. It's like kind of, but he's got a couple songs that are like really good, especially.
Then again.
Thank you. I couldn't think of it. And so when I saw this, it just kind of reminded me of that, and I was like, I don't know, and so, then I gave this immediately from the moment I pressed play. I was like, sheesh, she built different. She's different. And then, oh my gosh. And then I just think talk about, so this is like night and day from like songs about you, songs, right? Is that
you really want to call it songs for you?
Is it? Yeah, I really do. I think it's songs about you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like the opposite in the sense that like this EP makes so much sense to me, like just from a sonic standpoint and just from like lyrics and just like the whole vibe. It's like a perfect set of 6 songs. And then don't get me wrong, songs about you, very good, but also kind of a mess sometimes. Sorry, Brett, but Reagan. Also, I'm sorry, Tennille, but Tennille, you got some competition.
Tennille. Leave it to Jaron.
Call off the engagement.
The way you announce it. Call off the. Listeners just don't know what Jaron is. Oh, that's beautiful.
I'm sorry. I'm making a. But no, okay. I need to wrap
She
this
looks
up,
like a lovely lady in Jaron's defense.
Yeah. She's real pretty. But that's not why the music's good. The music's good because she's got talent.
The music is
that's what
terrible. But Jaron
What's important is that
really
she has
good-looking.
talent. Yeah, I'm sitting over. The music's actually horrible, but I just can't get over. I'm just simping so hard that I am blinded by the horrible vocals now. I'm serious. Drop Dead Gorgeous it's so smart and sassy, and I love it. And check out the EP is called R, and it's just lowercase r and a period.
Mine's uppercase R in a period.
Wait, what? What's it? Well, what's the what? Look at the album. Look at the EP art. Is it a lowercase r on the?
Oh,
art?
on the art, it's a lowercase. Yeah.
Yeah, and on the title, it's lowercase for me.
No, the title's uppercase for me.
Apple can freaking heck off.
Is
that? They're making so many mistakes like that. If I were her, I would be upset. I'd be like, Apple, you're messing up my title. Like, this is coming from a guy who writes his blog in all lowercase. Like, if someone capitalized something, if there's
Jaron
like one capital R and it's not my fault, I'd say no, you're gone, you're out of here, you're not, you're done, you're done now,
you're done.
Speaking of which, I just posted another new post actually yesterday on my blog.
Songs and sunsets. the
Yeah.
blog.
Check it out.
Give it a read.
Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Evan, what do you?
You know what else you
listening
should check out?
to? What should you check out?
The album
What should
that
I
I am
check out?
bringing today. So, some context. Post Malone put out an album. I'm not bringing the Post Malone album.
It wasn't a country album either. I was upset.
No, I know. The Post Malone album, I love as much as I hate. I have a very weird relationship so far with that Post Malone album. But Wrapped Around Your Finger is a freaking...
Real quick, can I?
Yeah.
I've tried to listen to a Post Malone album before, and he has songs that I have enjoyed. I really like. Oh crap! No, I'm getting too old for this. It's too late. Crap. What's your favorite song like ever?
Stay.
Stay. So good song. Such good. I love it. But like, I've tried to listen to his albums before, and I don't remember which one it was. What's the one? It doesn't matter. But I've tried to listen, and I really, really, really badly want to like vibe with it, and I just can't. And I want to, cause Posty's like the nicest person in the world, and I just want to like freaking vibe with him.
I think Stoney's the easiest to vibe to, in my opinion. I like it the most.
How coincidental.
What?
It's called Stoney, and it's the easiest to vibe to.
Oh. The new one, 12 Karat Toothache, I think thematically really strong. Could have been really good. I just have some issues with some of the production, some of the whatever. I love Wrapped Around Your Finger, though. I've been listening to that song so many times. I don't care how basic it is. But there's another song on there, one of the other standouts, like a really powerful song, a love-hate letter to alcohol, which Post Malone being a pretty open alcoholic, it's a really powerful song. But there is a fantastic feature on the song from the Fleet Foxes. They have a nice little vocal harmony.
Wait, what? The Fleet Foxes are on this album?
Are on the Post Malone album.
Have you heard? No.
So, hold on, before you
blowing
get
my
too
mind.
distracted.
Continue,
Right?
sorry.
So you'll hear it. They do the harmonies for a love-hate letter to alcohol. It's a really moving song. But myself, I was like, dang, I need to check out the Fleet Foxes. Because they're one of those groups that I'd always, like... If you said Fleet Foxes, that was always familiar and stuff, but I'd never actually, like, listened to the Fleet
Blue
Foxes.
Ridge Mountains can freaking... I love that song, sorry. I had to get that out.
No, don't worry, because I love it just as much. In fact, that's the album I'm bringing. I'm bringing the Fleet Foxes debut album, the self-titled. It is so good. And, like, this is, like, oh, man, I can't, it's, like, old school English folk music, and I couldn't love it more. It is so acoustic, it's so lush, it's so melody driven. The storytelling is so dated in the way it's done. The White Winter Hymnal, Straight into Ragged Wood. You've got
White Winter Hymnal
Ridge
is a
Mountains.
classic.
Blue Ridge Mountains is one of my favorites. Quiet House is also really good. Sun It Rise is a great opener. Like, this album...
I'm glad you discovered this.
Oh my gosh, I am too. Because I've been listening to this so much, and especially myself, right? Just biking around now that it's nice out, this album hits so different at night when I'm just biking around. I'm like, this is the kind of music I've been needing for this time, but have not found. Like, this is the music I didn't know I could not live without. And I love the debut album so much. I'm so passionate about it. I love I'm forgetting his name, but the lead singer, I love his voice. It's got such a crazy range. I also find it really interesting because I watched a little like mini documentary thing on YouTube about the Fleet Foxes, and they're saying like, and the drummer John Tillman, and I was like, wow, that name sounds familiar. Turns out John Tillman is Father John Misty, who I listen to his music, and I remember someone telling me once that Father John Misty was in a band and like, but he quit. He was a very like arrogant guy apparently. So it's weird to have all the pieces connect really quickly, but oh my gosh, do I love, and I've been listening to like all the Fleet Foxes albums, but the first one, their debut self-titled, that's the one that stuck with me the most by far. I love it. That's what I brought for What Are We Listening To.
I think a long time ago I listened to that album, and I need to listen to. I think I only did it once, but I from that album I know songs, and I've heard some of their other songs, so I've always known them. It's just an artist that I haven't like taken a deep dive in yet, I guess, and I need to because I know I'll like it. But yeah, I remember that album being really good. So I have to. The reason I found the Fleet Foxes was a little while back, and it was because Sierra Eagleson and her brother and like 2 other dudes on their YouTube channel, like they did like a live video with like banjo, like a guitar and a banjo, and then the 4 of them singing and sharing a mic in like a hotel room. And it's like, you have to look it up because it's like one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard. And so after I heard it, I was like, what is this song? And so I looked it up. I will say, I love that version, and I think I enjoy it more than the original. Not that it's necessarily better. And I'm probably just biased because I found it first, and that's what I'm used to. But it's worth checking out. I think it still exists. I might have to check. And so that's why I went and checked out the Fleet Foxes. Also, shout out to Sierra Eagleson. I know I've already talked about her before, but go listen to her music.
Yeah, that's what we've been listening to.
Yeah.
Do let us know if you check out any of these albums, what you think. Let us know what you've been listening to in the comments, and I think we are good to transition into the final segment, the game show. What y'all here for? Who the frick?
Who the frick? Who the frick is this?
Who the frick is that guy? It's easier now. We're back to just me and Jaron, so no confusion.
no competition.
No competition. Well, there is competition.
Oh.
But
well, yeah. I meant like, whatever.
Yeah.
Shut up.
At this point, you know how it works. But if this is your first time joining us, obviously, welcome.
I just realized something.
Yeah.
This is a little off topic. But it's all right. We have a little bit of time. I think I've been in a different place the past like 5 episodes. Maybe 4. Because last episode I was in a hotel room, and I'm here at the beach.
So you got this one,
and I was in my room back in Indiana, in Anderson.
Hotel, Indiana,
and then the episode before that, it probably would have been the last episode, in my dorm room. So it would have been 4.
Fun fact: I've been in the same spot for every episode.
Yeah. I think your setup is a little bit less portable than mine, though.
Much,
to be fair. Yeah. Evan just walking around with the PC. Just I'm right now. Here. Viewers, listeners, you're not really gonna be able to stick with me here, but I can describe it. I'm literally just. Oh, I can't. Nope. Okay, give me a second. I'm getting old.
Jaron is now standing up out of his chair and
I'm sitting
his laptop to show.
In this chair in front of a bed. This is my sister's bed, and so my laptop is just on the end. This was the most secluded place I could find. I don't have my own room while we're here. I'm sleeping in a room with my parents. Yay. But it's whatever. Hey, I'm just happy to be at the beach. It's all right.
That's a beautiful setup.
I figured my sister would get her own room because,
Girl.
That's just how it be. Girls and all that stuff. It's not fair. It's not fair.
I love that voice.
Anyway, let's get into who the frick is this.
I'm gonna have 3 hints to guess 3 different artists.
Yeah.
And I think everyone knows the rules. I think
you guys get it. It's fine. You guys are smart. Even if this is your first episode for some reason.
It's very easy to follow along with.
You'll be
Please
right.
play along. Try and guess who the artists are, and we'll see.
I will preface. I told Evan this like right before we started recording. I literally finished prepping this like an hour ago because I forgot. So
why would you point that? No one would know.
That's not true. I think they would notice because some of my clues kind of are very low effort. Okay. That's why I wanted to. Because if somebody's listening, they're like, Jaron, these clues are a little more buns than usual. Like, man, I'm at the beach. I kind of just forgot. Cut me some slack. Anyway, artist number 1. The only song that I like, I being me, Jaron, Jaron Pike. The only song that I like by this artist is titled Where You Want Me. Does that... Oh, shoot. Let me get my phone so I can time
Where You Want Me is not ringing a bell.
Okay, I didn't know if it would. I tried to...
knowing you dislike them evidently does help, because now I know who's someone he literally dislikes every song but one. So that's a help. However, I don't know the song.
All right,
Where
I'm sorry. You have a minute. You have a minute. So if you want to guess, or you could just...
Where You Want Me sounds just
who do I
like
not
something
like,
that would be
you know?
on a Betty James album.
Who do I not like?
I know you don't. I know you passionately dislike
Justin Trudeau. Yeah.
J
I'm
Daddy.
just kidding. And Daddy J.
I know you don't like Jimmy Allen. Where You Want Me sounds like a Jimmy Allen title, unless you like his new song, maybe Down Home. But for the
I've actually not heard that one, but I've heard it.
All right, then I'm gonna say Jimmy Allen.
No.
Okay.
I will say was it the High Freedom is a Highway? That one's okay. Just because Brad Paley's on Paley. I need to go to bed. Just because Brad Paisley's on it, and I saw it live with Brad Paisley, so that helped. Anyway.
Clue number 2.
Clue. Oh, sorry. Okay. Jaded, you and I all collectively disliked their most recent album. I was really rushed, so I'm just trying to think of some.
I love it though. See, I'm thinking Nico Moon, but when we talked about the Nico Moon album, I wasn't particularly negative about it. I was pretty open in saying how it's quite a guilty pleasure, even if I think the music's terrible. So, but I was also pretty transparent in how I think the music's terrible. So,
yeah, okay. I see
Where
you're
You
going.
Want Me that sounds like it could be a Nico Moon song. That sounds. I'll go Nico Moon.
Nope. Not Nico Moon. I think you're in the right mindset though.
Okay.
Or should I say grind set?
Sigma male. Okay.
This artist played baseball in college and is currently 41 years old. I'm sorry, these clues kind of suck. So
wow, older though.
I just really want to emphasize that I'm not really a fan of this person's. It's pop country. You could probably have guessed that, but it's pop country. I'll throw that out there because these clues were lame. They're 41, yeah. They played baseball in college, you know. That's pretty cool. Collegiate athlete, just like me. Yours truly.
I feel like I should get this, but we all disliked the album. See, we all disliked Billy Currington's album, but I know there's more songs.
Oh, jeez, that would have been a good one. I'll tell you right now, it's not Billy Currington.
I know it's not because I know you like other songs by him.
Oh, that's true. Freaking I'm pretty good at drinking beer. Whew. Banger.
They only...
I listened to that song yesterday.
You like one song. It's pop country, and they're 40.
I forgot to turn my timer on, but I'm gonna give you 10
definitely
seconds.
out of time, but I don't know.
I'll give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm not gonna blame you if you don't get this. Go ahead and just throw it out there. Just whip one out. You know what I'm saying? Just
Willie Nelson. He looks like he's 40.
You say Willie Nelson?
He could pass. He could pass his 41.
All
right. Pop country.
I
don't know.
It's Brett Young.
He's 41.
He's 41. I know. The dude sings, look, and acts like sings like and acts like he's like 32 or something.
Mm-hmm.
He's not. He's 41.
Fair enough. I thought he was way younger.
Why are all these 40-year-old what are Luke Bryan and Brett Young out here wilding? You know what I'm saying?
Still wilding. They're
what
coming
are they
on
doing?
50.
I know.
And they still wilding.
Well, more so Luke Bryan than Brett, but still,
y'all about to get a senior citizenship, and you're still out here like that.
What are you putting it all out there on stage? All right. Artist number 2.
All right, so 0 for 1 so far.
Yeah, but to be fair, especially with that, we'll see. My clues, I was kind of rushing.
You're good.
Anyway,
They're all right.
This artist is a fraternal twin and was born in Florida.
I feel like that should set off all kinds of like. But is this like, do we know they're a twin, or they just like have a twin that like you never see?
Would you like me to explain to you what a fraternal twin is?
That's not identical, but they're just like born at the same time, right?
Yeah, they're not identical,
Okay.
so they could be
completely. Yeah, so that does.
They could just look not the same.
That makes me feel better because I was thinking I don't know any identical twins in country music.
Oh gosh, daggum.
And was born in Florida.
Yeah, we're born in Florida.
Then should I just start rhyming off Florida people?
I should have started a timer. You have 10 seconds. You have 10 seconds. I keep forgetting.
Because I don't know if these people, like, their families aren't in the limelight, so I might just start guessing names from Florida.
5,
I'm going to say Brian
4.
Kelly.
I mean, it's a good guess. You're in the right grind set. But no, not Brian Kelly.
All right.
Gosh, I need to take a drink. When this artist was young, they took up golf and began pursuing a career as a professional golfer, winning their first tournament at 15 years old. Gosh. My brain moves faster than my mouth can.
Didn't Jake Owen do a collaboration about golf? Or am I thinking of somebody else? Was that Jordan Davis? Somebody did a collab. It wasn't that good, but it was about golf. And I think they were from Florida. I don't think it was Jake Owen, but I know Jake Owen's from Florida. I don't know if I'm allowed to Google that though. Like, see who it was. I can't do that. I forget who this was.
Well, actually, no. I mean, if you're looking, I don't.
I forget. No, Googling. No Googling.
Okay, no.
But it's bugging me because I can picture a song about golf, and I think it was Jake Owen, but I could be wrong. I'm gonna say Jake Owen, but I don't.
That's correct.
Okay, so now I'm gonna try and see. All right, so it was Jake Owen, but what is this song I'm thinking of?
You know, real quick while you look that up, my final clue I thought was really interesting. I had no idea about this. I didn't know this about Jake Owen. His real name is Joshua.
Ah, that's
he changed his name in order, kind of like how I think Jason Aldean, he's another person who we talked about on this segment.
Yeah.
Who changed their name. He changed his name in order to avoid confusion with like Josh Turner, and I think there's another, at the time I think there was another guy named Josh who was decently big. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
Okay, here's what I was thinking of.
I would not have gotten Jake Owen if you were doing this to me, so it's cool that you got that.
So, good thing you didn't let me Google it or I would have got it wrong. I'm thinking of Good Beer, which features Jordan Davis, and the video was just about golfing. Because I remember for New Music Friday, when I was listening to it, catching up on all the music, it was just a video of them golfing. That's what I was thinking of. So, good thing I didn't.
It is good you didn't look it up.
Would have guessed Jordan Davis. Where's Jordan Davis from, actually? I'm curious.
He's probably from like freaking like Oregon or something, or like I don't know, like
Louisiana.
I'm sorry, Jordan. I shouldn't have done you like that. I should have. You know, you're
better than Oregon.
Yeah.
All right, 1 for 2. That's not bad.
You and Brett Eldredge are such a freaking hellraisers. You know what I'm saying?
1 for 2.
Actually, I'm sure Jordan Davis is actually probably significantly more redneck than Brett Eldredge is. Okay, I'm getting off topic. I'm rating the redneck levels, the credibility.
Tier list question mark? That'd be funny, you know. That'd be fun.
funny.
We should do that.
Maybe.
Ranking
We still need
tier
to
list
do
of how
the
redneck country artists are simply
we
based
still
off
need to
of
rank
looks.
hairstyles. We still need to rank some hairstyles. I don't know how we're gonna do that. Anyway, we'll put those on the back burner. Artist number 3. This artist moved to Nashville at the age of 14 to further pursue a career in country music. I'll set a timer. I mean, I gotta.
It's young.
Gosh, Reagan Stewart.
I have a guess.
Putting out bangers. Yeah.
Because I know this person was very young. But I don't know if it was Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a huge name. I don't know if you're like going like based on like bigger to smaller artists because it's a huge name. But I'm just gonna go out and say Taylor Swift.
I hate you. I was hoping that you would. I know a lot of people do know that she moved there young, but I was kind of hoping that you like kind of would have forgot about it, or maybe you didn't.
That's right.
For some reason you didn't.
That was me. Let's go. Well, there's nothing better than getting it on the first clue.
He said, that's right. That was me.
That was me. That was all me. You watched it live. In 1080p. You watched me guess that. All 1080p pixels. You saw that happen.
Gosh. All right.
Let me hit you with the.
You probably would have gotten it after probably even the second one, because it's hard to. When the person this big.
Mm-hmm.
I try to do bigger and smaller artists and stuff like that, and so.
What were the other clues out of curiosity?
The second one was this artist's first album peaked at number 5 on the U.S. Billboard 200, where it spent 157 weeks. The longest stay on the chart by any release in the U.S. in the 2000s. 157 weeks is a long time.
That is a very long time. I feel like
that's more than it's more than 2 years.
That would have made me think. That would have made me realize, okay, somebody massive who moved young, and I know Taylor Swift has the story of moving young. So, what was the final clue?
This artist, gosh, sorry. This artist has won 11 Grammys, 3 of which are for Album of the Year.
It was good I got on the first guess.
Yeah, I don't know. It might have been a little...
Also, in your defense, Taylor Swift is actually very fresh in my mind. Because, funny story before we close off the podcast. Obviously, I'm assuming the U.S., you have a class like communication tech where you do like... it's like animation, 3D design, video, audio, all that stuff.
Kind of.
We have a class
it really
like that.
Differs between different.
And I had it
schools.
first semester, and for one of my projects, I did an analysis of Taylor Swift's folklore, and I really wanted to post it on the channel, but I feel like I've maybe said this before. The reason I didn't was because A, there's music that would probably get copyrighted, and B, the emphasis was on like the actual creation of like the animations and whatnot. That's what the project is about. So the content of the video, I kind of borrowed from a guy named Middle 8.
I can't hear you anymore. I can't hear you anymore. I don't know why. I can't hear you anymore. Your voice just stopped. Is your audio still coming through on your computer? Like, is it no? Well, folks, it's a shame that Evan. Hey, Evan, can you still hear me? Can you like give me a thumbs up or something? Okay, cool. I'm just gonna wrap up the podcast. While Evan figures this out, we're just gonna spend a little time vibing.
There?
Oh, Evan's back. Never mind.
Right.
We're not gonna spend time vibing.
No, I'm not recording.
No one-on-one with Jaron anymore. This was about to get real for a second. Y'all got real lucky.
Anyways, I'll finish my story quickly. I don't know what just happened there. I just unplugged it and plugged it back in, but my mic was just having no input. Anyways, I didn't post a video on the channel. Maybe I will one day. I don't know. Anyways, my Comtech teacher, he really liked my stuff, and he was always trying to show people. I'm like, stop showing other people my stuff. It's embarrassing. I don't like when other people are watching my stuff, especially when I'm there. But he always was. And so anyways, I was like, you fool, stop. Like, I love that teacher, but I was also like, dude, stop showing other people my stuff. And he's like, it's good though. And I'm like, I don't care how good it is. Stop. So anyways, that was first semester. Then a few weeks ago, I just got called down to his classroom during English class, and I was like, okay, like, cool, I get to get out of English. But what's going on? And he basically, I walked into his room, and he was like, so I knew if I asked you, you would not give me permission, so I just submitted your Taylor Swift video into a film competition, and you won. So,
bruh.
Wow. I got $400. Some dude just showed up and gave me money, and I was like, this is really cool. I was just
That's
there
actually
like,
pretty dope.
I didn't say this to the people because they're giving me money, but I was like, I don't even know what this competition is. I don't know where you're from. I don't know what this is. I didn't. But if you want to give me $400 for a Taylor Swift video, I didn't even make with the intention of submitting in a competition. Cool, because like other people would go out of their way to make a film for this competition. Meanwhile, my teacher just took one of my projects and sent it away and won. Anyways, so obviously 2 days of school left. So I was going through and downloading everything important from my Google Drive because I'm going to lose access to it in just a few days now. And as I was going through, I came across my Taylor Swift video, rewatched it because it is kind of good. It is pretty good. And so Taylor Swift is like fresh in my mind today. Yeah, it's pretty good. Taylor Swift is fresh in my mind as of just a couple hours ago. So like, you know.
Okay.
Anyways, you can close it off because you were going to before.
All right, I'll close it off. Someday, guys, we'll have to have a one-on-one when maybe Evan dies mid-recording or something.
You know what? I'll unplug my mic again.
But yeah, it's 11:59. I'm in my sister's room, and she's about to come in here and try to kick me out. So I gotta wrap this up in less than a minute. So see ya.